Okay, today I'm back cleaning up my backyard again. And it is, I'm trying to get my gimbal to track me. I end up moving the barbecue grill over closer to the pile there. I just didn't want it that close at that moment because, I don't know, kindling. I didn't want to, I want to lessen the chance of starting a fire where I don't want it. But, okay, so over the years, this pile is gotten there. It got there and then it's just added to it. I cleaned it up, I add to it, I clean it up. I'm trying to get rid of the fence panels. Those fence panels were brought to my property by my oldest son, Anthony. Well, it's his property, but I live here. And I upkeep it and everything like that, like it's my own house. But I been struggling with this fence panel staying up. It keeps blowing over. I put it back. It blows over. I put it back because it's just propped up there. As you can see, there's a board right there holding it up. So I'm going in and out, trying to get the lighter to work. It was low on fluid, and so I had to figure out how to get it to go. Okay, so I show pictures. Oh, wait, right here, picture. That's what it looked like when I first moved here. That was like, a year after I moved here or something like that. 2 years. But my yard was still, empty. There was nothing there. And then we move on. This was in 2018. And then we move on to the next picture, which is where the fence is there. It's a nighttime picture. Like I said, I wasn't not like I said, but I wasn't planning on making a video. But you see how nice and neat it is there. The fence looks good, except for the pile there. But yeah, so that's what it used to look like, even after the fence was there. And then I'm going to show you a picture. This is what it looked like. There was 2 piles of fence panels there. The big panels on the right, underneath all the twigs and everything. And then the pile that I'm working on is to the left. So that was a big, big pile that I've gotten down. I've been working on it. And we do have a plan to get those panels out of here. I talked with Anthony yesterday, and we're supposed to get the panels out of here. And he has a place where he can burn them. Just the whole panel, they don't have to be taken apart like I would have to do here. So it's looking better. And I don't have any grass or weeds. It wasn't really grass. It was weeds growing in the yard. And the chickens help, I think, keep nothing growing. I don't have a lawnmower. I have a weed eater that I weed eat the front part up by the sidewalk. I do that with a weed eater, but I don't have a lawnmower. Well, I have a lawnmower, but it doesn't work that great. I even tried to it needed a carburetor. I did all that. And it still doesn't work. The carburetor's a piece of junk. I got it on Amazon for I think it was like $30, and it just doesn't work. So I'm burning this stuff up. Slow process. Such a slow process. It's annoying how slow the process is. Because I wish I had a burn barrel or something. And there's a lot of trees around my house, and that fall, limbs and branches and things fall into my yard, and I have to clean them up. And this is the only way I can do it. I used to have a burn barrel, but you know, and there are other pictures I could show you what my yard used to look like, but they're not real great pictures. It's it doesn't really show how bad they were. I used to have like weeds in my yard, like 7, 8 feet tall, right in this area where you're looking at. And I went out and cut all those down by hand with that little thing I got in my hand right there, that trimmer, because there was no lawnmower that was going to go through it. 6, 7, 8 feet tall, however tall them things were. And trees that were growing up and stuff. I would rather have no grass just like it is right now. Nothing growing versus, you know, trying to grow grass and weeds. I'd rather have it nothing. And I also, as I was doing this work, I was like, you know, I could do a live right now. So I did a live. Somewhere along here, I start my live. Oh no, I was already on my live because I saw a hawk circling around up there in the sky. And I grabbed the phone to show people on the live, but the hawk moved away. Yeah, so my plan is clean this area up and maybe, I don't know, I have a plan, I don't know. As long as this is cleaned up, that's all I care about. There'll be more room for the girls. And I'm probably going to put a shade cloth there. Shade tarp. What is it called? Shade cloth. And I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I could do a little sitting area. I got some lawn chairs that are on the front porch that I need to sit somewhere. Really in the backyard. Painstakingly slow cleaning this up. So, today, the weather is nice. It's 48 degrees right now. Blue skies. And it was a nice day yesterday when I was cleaning the yard up. I love springtime. Spring and fall. I think the girls come in here sometime. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't trim this this maple. I should trim that down a little bit. Yeah, when you go in fast motion, you speed up the video. It makes things look so much easier. Like at the moment. I think I was outside for like 3 hours, 4 hours doing this. And the hay, I had a lot of hay in the yard because the girls, I was using that in the winter time to put down on the ground for, you know, over the snow and the ice so that they wouldn't have to walk on that cold snow and ice. So I got a lot of extra hay that I'm trying to get rid of. I got rid of most of it. Some of it I put in the bag. That bag behind the barbecue grill. So the one bad thing about cleaning up this pile, it's the only bad thing, and I feel bad, is the sparrows. The sparrows like hanging out over there. It's a good place for them to hang out, and the lizards. The chickens like the lizards, though. They'll eat the lizards. So I also have lizards in the front yard. But anyway, yeah, that's the one bad thing about cleaning up that ugly pile. But I'm okay with it. The sparrows will find another place to hang out, like the trees. Got lots of trees there around there. So, okay, I don't have the proper tools. I'm using what I have here, which is a reciprocating saw, to cut the bigger pieces. So, well, okay. I will be quiet and let you watch the video here. That's Mabel. I mean, Major Pepper. That's Mabel. Oh, I also do plan to possibly put some sod. I don't know though. That's kind of expensive, but that's what I would like to do. And around somewhere in there, not the whole thing, just somewhere for the girls to go relax. I don't even know if they'll use it. My idea of a relaxing spot is probably different than theirs. They like dirt because they claw around in it. They scratch around in it anyway. And I can't put grass seed down because they'll eat it. That's why I say sod. And it would have to be something that's low growing. Something I don't have to mow. I don't know if there's any such thing as that. I was showing my people watching my live that pile. There's also on the back end over there where the chickens are, underneath that fence that's laying down in the back corner. There's a bunch of like fence posts, and a couple of them have concrete on the bottom of them. Don't ask me why my son brought those here. I think it was just because he had to haul them off from where he took the fence down. See, this fence, Anthony replaced a fence for someone as when he was doing his construction business, and or handyman, because he did a lot of different things. But anyway, this fence was in good shape, as you could see from that first picture. Here, I'll put it up again. Yeah, so right here, you can see that the fence was in good shape. I don't know why the people wanted to replace it, but they did. So that's why he brought it over here. And then, like I said, it's been sitting here since 2000. I think this picture was taken August of 2019. But I remember it being here in like October of, seemed like it was October of whatever year. So it would have had to been 2018, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it was sometime around there. So that pile has been sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And the only reason why we propped it up the way we did and didn't put it up properly is because Well, life gets in the way, but we propped it up there because the neighbors, we didn't get along with the neighbors. One lady still lives there, but um, two of the other people that lived there moved, and that was who I had a problem with. So I don't, yeah, everything's good now, but I need to get the fence down, and that's why I'm working so hard to get it down. And sometimes I get all this stuff cleaned up, and then a storm comes through and knocks another big, huge branch or two off of my tree, my maple tree. I need to cut that tree needs to be cut down, but I heard it would cost thousands of dollars to get it cut down, and I don't have thousands of dollars. So the wind either prunes it or, Angel has gotten up there and cut a lot of it off. And that has helped, but anyway, so branches, branches, branches. I've got lots of trees around here. I got mulberry trees and other kinds of trees. Oh, smoky, smoky. And it seems like the hay is never ending. At least I'm glad I can burn it because, bagging it up, it's kind of silly to have to bag it up because I'm wasting a bag. It goes to the landfill in a bag. Who knows how long it takes to break down? It's in a bag. Anyway, I'd rather burn it. It's just kind of a smoky thing to do. And then I also had some leaves, which you don't see those, but there were some leaves that I raked up on the side of the garage. And the girls helped me when I got them into the yard. They helped me go through them, make sure there was no bugs in there that I was going to burn. They ate them. The girls are very helpful cleaning up the yard. And they're so curious. They're like, ooh, fresh ground over here. And the fencing, they were climbing all over the fencing, seeing what was up there to eat, what they could clean up for me. And I'm glad I have an extra trash can because I can put some of this stuff in there. And it's just a slow process, like I said. And I was having technical difficulties. So I didn't get to record all of the cleaning. I had battery issues, storage issues. I couldn't get my garage door unlocked. The way I plug my things in when I'm outside is the outlet in the garage. And I couldn't remember the padlock code to it until I talked to my son Anthony, and he reminded me what it was. So that's why I didn't record the whole thing. I haven't even done. I need to go outside and do an after shot because I forgot to do that yesterday. And I could use the after, do a still shot of the end of the video. But I did work after that, and the barbecue grill is in the way, so you kind of can't see everything that I did at the end of the video. So I'm going to go out there today and get the after shot to add to the end of the video. And it's not, I always say it's a progress shot, not an after, because it's always a process and a progress. Okay, I want to point out, freeze frame right here. Those construction bags from Walmart aren't too bad. I think it said 20 bags, 45 gallon, 55 gallon, something like that. And I just wanted to point that out. They're 2 mil plastic, and they're probably half the thickness of the other box store construction bags, but they work good for cleaning up the yard. So I just wanted to point that out. I think it was $15 for that big roll of 20 bags. Not bad. Okay, so we're at the end. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. And here are the before and afters soon. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.